Namaste. I am Dhumita Chatterjee and welcoming you all in the 7th chapter of Natyashastra. The inner idea of the writer is made to pervade the mind of the spectators by means of words, gestures, color of the face and the representation of the temperament. They are called bhavas or states, as they cause the sentiments relating to various kinds of histrionic representation to pervade the mind of the spectators. They are called bhavas or states by those who produce a drama. Vibhavas or determinants is used for the sake of clear knowledge. It is synonymous with karan, nimitta and hetu as words, gestures and the representation of the temperament are vibhavyate, that is determined by this. It is called vibhava or determinant. Anubhavas or consequence are used because the histrionic representation by means of words, gestures and the temperament are anubhavyate, that is made to be felt by this. It is called anubhava or consequent. So the states bhava are related to determinants, that is vibhava, and consequence, that is anubhava. It is a note that determinants and consequence are created by human nature and are in accordance with the ways of the world. The three kinds of states are dominant, transitory and temperamental. Dominant states, that is sthayi bhava, are 8 in number. The transitory states, Vyabhicarivaba, are 33 and the temperamental states are 8 in number. Hence, we are to understand that there are 49 states capable of drawing out the sentiment from the play. The sentiments arise from them when they are imbued with the quality of universality, that is samanga or commonness. The state proceeding from the thing which is congenial to the heart is the source of the sentiment, and it pervades the body just as fire spreads over the dry wood. The dominant states. The dominant states or sthayi bhava. Love or rati, which has pleasure as its basis, is caused by determinants like seasons, garlands, unguent, ornaments, dear ones, environment of a superior residential house and absence of opposition from anyone. It is to be represented on the stage by consequence such as a smiling face, sweet words, motion of eyebrows and glances and the like. Laughter or hasya is caused by determinants such as mimicry of others, actions, incoherent talk, obtrusiveness, foolishness and the like. It is to be represented on the stage by means of smile and the like. Sorrow or shoka is caused by determinants such as death of the beloved one, loss of wealth, experience of sorrow due to anyone's murder or captivity and the like. It is to be represented on the stage by consequence such as shedding tears, lamentation, bewailing, change of color, loss of voice, looseness of limbs, falling on the ground, crying, deep breathing, paralysis, insanity, death and the like. Weeping in this case of three kinds: weeping of joy, weeping of affliction and weeping due to jealousy. Weeping in which there is a loud sound, copious shedding of tears, uneasiness of the body, want of steady movements and efforts. Lamentation after on the ground and rolling on the earth is called weeping due to affliction. Loud weeping of women in which the lips and the cheeks are throbbing and the head is shaking, the eyebrows and the glances are moving in anger is called weeping due to jealousy. Sorrow relates to women, persons of the inferior type, and it has its origin in affliction of any kind. With relation to it, persons of the superior and the middling types are distinguished by their patience and those of the inferior type by their weeping. Anger or krodha is caused by determinants such as insolence, abusive, language, quarrel, alteration, opposing persons or objects and the like. It is to be represented on the stage by consequence such as swollen nose, upturned eyes, bitten lips, throbbing cheeks and the like. Anger is of 5 kinds. Anger caused by enemies, superior persons, lovers, servants, and feigned anger. One should show anger against control by superiors with slightly downcast eyes, wiping off slight perspiration and not expressing any violent movement. One should show one's anger to the beloved woman by a very slight movement of the body, by shedding tears and knitting eyebrows and with sidelong glances and throbbing lips. Anger to one's servants should be represented on the stage by means of threat, rebuke, dilating the eyes, and casting contemptuous looks of various kinds. Anger which is artificially shown with a view to the realization of an ulterior motive and which mostly betrays marks of effort is called feigned anger, and it relates to two sentiments. Energy, utsaha, relates to persons of the superior type. It is caused by determinants such as absence of sadness, power, patience, heroism, and the like. It is to be represented on the stage by consequence such as steadiness, munificence, boldness of an undertaking, and the like. Fear or bhaya relates to women and persons of the inferior type. It is caused by determinants such as acts offending one's superiors and the king. Roaming in a forest, seeing an elephant and a snake, staying at an empty house, rebuke from one's superiors, a dark rainy night, hearing the hooting of owls and the cry of animals that go out at night, and the like. It is to be represented on the stage by consequence such as trembling hands and feet, palpitation of the heart, paralysis, dryness of the mouth, licking the lips, perspiration, tremor, apprehension of danger, seeking for safety, running away, loud crying, and the like. This is to be represented with tremor of the limbs, panic, drying up of the mouth, hurried movement, widely opened eyes, and such other gestures and actions. Fear in men arising from terrifying objects such should be represented on the stage by actors or dancers with slackened limbs and suspended movement of the eyes. Disgust or jugupsa relates to women and persons of the inferior type. It is caused by determinants such as hearing and seeing unpleasant things and the like. It is to be represented on the stage by consequence such as contracting all the limbs, spitting, narrowing down of the mouth, heartache, and the like. Astonishment or vismaya is created by determinants such as illusion, magic, extraordinary feats of men, great excellence in painting, artworks in parchment, and the like. It is to be represented on the stage by consequence such as wide opening of the eyes, looking without winking of the eyes, movement of the eyebrows, horripilation, moving the head to and fro, the cry of well done, and the like. The transitory states, Vyabhicarivaba. Bhavas are prefixes and the root is chara, meaning to go, to move. Hence the word Vyabhicarivaba means those that move in relation to the sentiments towards different kinds of objects. That is, they carry the sentiments which are connected with words, gestures, and the temperament. Just as the sun carries this nakshatra or that day, it doesn't, however, mean that these are carried on arms or shoulders. The transitory states should be considered like this. These transitory states or Vyabhicarivaba, as mentioned in the digest Samagraha, are 13 in number. Discouragement is caused by determinants such as being reduced to poverty, getting insulted, abusive language, wrathful breathing, loss of beloved persons, and the knowledge of the ultimate, that is, essential truth, and the like. It is to be represented on the stage by determinants such as weeping, sighing, deep breathing, deliberation, and the like on the part of the woman and persons of the inferior type. A discouraged man has the eyes bathed in tears, face and eyes miserable due to heavy breathing, and he is like a yogi absorbed in meditation. Weakness, gläni, proceeds from determinants such as vomiting, purgation, sickness, penance, austerities, fasting, mental worry, too much drinking, sexual indulgence, too much exercise, traveling a long way, hunger, thirst, sleeplessness, and the like. It is to be represented on the stage by consequences such as weak voice, lusterless eyes, pale face, slow gait, want of energy, thinness of the body, change of color, and the like. Apprehension or sanka has doubt as its basis, and it relates to women and persons of the inferior type. It is caused by determinants such as theft, giving offense to the king, and the like. It is to be represented on the stage by consequences such as constantly looking on, hesitating, movement, rakuntha, dryness of the mouth, licking the lips, change of facial color, tremor, dry lips, loss of voice, and the like. A man with apprehension has a dark face, a thick and protruding tongue, slightly trembling limbs, and the constantly looks sideways. Envy is caused by determinants such as various offenses, hatred, other people's wealth, good luck, intelligence, sports, learning, and the like. It is to be represented on the stage by consequences such as finding fault with others, decrying their virtues, not praying any need. So this remaining with downcast face, knitting eyebrows in disparagement, and abusing others in the assembly of men. Intoxication or mada is caused by drinking of liquor and similar other things. It is of three kinds and has 5 determinants. The 3 kinds of intoxication is light, medium, and excessive, and it has 5 causes which should be represented on the stage. While intoxicated, some sing, some laugh, and some use hot words while others sleep. Among these, persons of the superior type sleep, those of the middling type laugh and sing, and those of the inferior type airy or use of hot words. Light intoxication is characterized by smiling face, pleasant feeling, joyful body, slightly faltering words, delicately unsteadily gait, and relates to persons of the superior type. Medium intoxication is characterized by drunken and rolling eyes, drooping arms, or arms restlessly thrown about, and irregularly unsteady gait, and relates to persons of the middling type. Excessive intoxication is characterized by loss of memory and incapacity to walk due to vomiting, hiccough, and cough, and a thick protruding tongue and spitting, and relates to persons of the inferior type. A character who acts drinking on entering the stage is to show that his intoxication is increasing, but the character who enters the stage as drunk should show that his intoxication is decreasing, but the intoxication should be stopped by effort when there is panic, grief, and increase of terror due to some cause. On account of these special conditions, intoxication disappears quickly just as grief passes away on hearing the happy news of sudden prosperity. Weariness is caused by determinants such as traveling a long way, exercising of the limbs, and the like. It is to be represented on the stage by consequences such as gentle rubbing of the body, deep breathing, contraction of the mouth, belching, massaging of the limbs, very slow gait, contraction of the eyes, making sitkara, and the like. Indolence or alasya is caused by determinants such as nature, latitude, sickness, satiety, pregnancy, and the like, and it relates to women and men of the inferior type. It is to be represented on the stage by consequences such as aversion to any kind of work, lying down, sitting, drowsiness, sleep, and the like. Indolence arising from lassitude as well as nature should be represented on the stage by discontinuance of all activity except taking food.